We are starting the new year. We wish a good year with full happiness and joy for all Kahal Israel. You know, it's a Rosh Hashana. Rosh Hashana has a special meaning for all Kahal Israel. It's the beginning of the year. B'ezrat Hashem, we daven and pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that all Kahal Israel, they should have a good year full of joy, happiness, health, and all of Kahal Israel should be zoche to all of the brachot of Torah. And it's very interesting that it's not just the beginning of the year, it's the beginning of the creation. And this creation is not historical. It's not just the history of creation. It's really new creation. We are created new and fresh if we take the advantage of it. Listen to what Torah tells us. Torah tells us we have a parasha, that parasha talks about blessing and curses. And we say this parasha right before Rosh Hashanah. Why? Tichle shana beqiloloteha. Because we want to finish up the year and start this new creation with a new dimension of life, new existence, new relationship. And we want to finish up with all of the curses. Now, at the end of all of the curses, Torah says, you're going to be sold as a slave and maid servant to your enemy, and nobody is there to buy you. Mefarshim say, what type of klala is it? Nobody is going to buy you. That is very good. You know, nobody is buying you. You are free. No. The greatest curse is when they inject in you that you don't have any importance. You are not chashuv, you are not important. Nobody wants to buy you means you are good for nothing. And that's the greatest curse in life. When a person feels that I'm nobody, I'm nothing, I can't do anything. There is no accomplishment in my life. There is nobody to relate, nothing, I'm nobody. This is the greatest curse in life. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saying that happens when a person makes out of himself nobody and nothing. Now, it's unbelievable. We start Rosh Hashanah. What's the point of Rosh Hashanah? What reminds us of Rosh Hashanah? The Gemara says that's the kingdom of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He's the king that has an appointment with every single Jew, every single human being. That's the kingdom of Hashem. Now imagine you have an honoree, you are honoring somebody, and you are telling him you have such a great honoree. Then he asks us, what's my honoree? What's the honoree? He said, you know, you are in charge of the ants on the floor. You know, this ant small movement, you are in charge of them. Now, what's the honoree? We are honoring the person or we are honoring the ants? Now, imagine the comparison between Adam and ants and HaKadosh Baruch Hu and people. When we make somebody into a king, we are glorifying him. We are upgrading him from all people and we are giving him higher position. But the Zohar HaKadosh says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to become the king over human beings, he has to lower himself down and down and down and down to become king over them. And once he becomes king over them, we are giving the crown to human beings. Human beings get the crown to have such a great king. One of the yeshivot in Europe, they used to put a theme for any occasion. For Pesach, Sukkah, on Rosh Hashanah, they wanted to put the theme of kingdom, crown of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But he said, no, it's not crowning HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We are crowning human beings. Human beings get to that dargah and level that HaKadosh Baruch Hu becomes his king. This is glorifying human beings, that they have such Hashem, such HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Once the chassid comes to a Rebbe and says, Rebbe, I'm crying. I have 1,000 problems. I don't have parnasa. My children are sick. I need shidduch. I have 1,000 problems. The chassid told him, no, you don't have so many problems. You have only one problem. He says, no, Rabbi, believe me. He says, no, go home. You have only one problem. Then he goes home and he says, no, he doesn't have parnasa. He doesn't have shidduch for his children. Some children are sick. He has many, many problems. He comes back to the Rebbe and says, Rebbe, believe me, I have problems. I have pain. I have 1,000. No, go home. You don't. Make it short. Finally, he comes back to Rebbe and says, Rebbe, I have problems. Why do you say I have only one problem? What's my problem? Rebbe tells him, you know, your problem is only one. And that is that you have to make HaKadosh Baruch Hu your king. Once Hashem is your king, then your problem is his problem. He takes care of his problem. Because he said himself in Torah, the heart of the king is the heart of the nation. The heart beats not for himself and his majesty and prestige like a Goyish king. The heart beats for how to take care of my nation, how to go about it, how to go. And that is the focus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Rosh Hashana. Imagine you have a mild headache. You forget about it, nothing happened. But after 120 years, you could ask this king, in your malchut, in your kingdom, how come on that morning I had a mild headache? And sure enough, this king answers you. I just want to give you tips. On Rosh Hashana, you know, we dip apple in honey to wish a sweet year. Now we have a lot of fruits that naturally are sweet. We have dates, we have other things, naturally are sweet. Let's get them and say we should have a sweet year. Why do we take apple and dip it in honey? Because apple is neutral. We have sour apple, we have sweet apple. It's neutral. When you dip it in honey, it becomes sweet. Chachamim want to tell us, life is a bundle of potential. It's neutral. The happiness and joy depends on us. If we dip it in honey, if we dip it in Torah, we mix up life with Torah, with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with kingdom of Hashem, then B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to have a sweet life and year.